Hi everyone, welcome to Precision RCA workshop here. So today we are working on the motor bearing failure RCA and to try to find out what are the cause quickly as possible. Let's look at the motor bearing first. This is SKF 3616C3 ball bearing for both of the motor front and end dry end. So the working condition summertime, because this one working in the Middle East desert. So sometimes the environment temperature can be go as high to 60 degrees, and the winter time could be 20 to 30 centimeters. And the grease used is SO Unix N2. Expected life of bearing is about 10 years. Actually, this bearing will fail in less than 1 year's running time. And the gap here is motor bearing fails much earlier than expected. We can look at the work order, SAP work order as our timeline here. You can see that this bearing was started during test started during the May 2016, and actually that motor was started during July 2016, and you can look at this motor was failed in April. Look at the coupling was damaged. I think at that time bearing we already had problems, and they're running until the April 3rd, the motors bearing with the Fiat. Let's use SKF like this bearing like expect life performance code from SKF manual. So we know that from this bearing, ball bearing, ID is 80, OD is 160 millimeters. Then we know the RPM is 3000 RPM. And the working from here, you can looking at the chart here. Look at the blue blue line. This one, we select the RPM for 3000, and then go up here, go up to here, and then from this one you can turn left, go straight at the 90 degrees to the left. This A here is for ball bearing. So in a normal working condition, like at 70 degrees of working temperatures, the expected life for grease is about 3,000 hours. But because like every 15 degrees temperature rise, the grease life reduced by half. So you look at if we're working to the 100 degrees of working temperature, the expected life for grease is only 750 hours. That it means only 1 month of running times. So also here it means in summer, in the high temperatures, the base bearing need to grease every month. So after 1 month of running, most of the grease is gone, right? And you'll be running the bearing at very dry conditions, and the bearing life will be reduced dramatically from here. Now let's double check with the manufacturer recommendation for this motor greasing time. We can have a look now is you can look at the amount is about 35 gram here, and environment temperature is 60 at 3000 RPM. The grease time here internal work is about 650 hours, and also here is minimal like running hour 12 months you need to grease. Also, this is very consistent what we have found from our calculations. That means the grease, which was a grease every 3 months, is not enough. In the sometime you can running without any lubrications, and this is why the bearing was get so earlier failures now. As we found a root cause, now it's easy to give our recommendation for these bearing failures. Our recommendation had two here. It's like we need to change our grease time from like 3 and 6 months to 1 month now, yeah. And the winter time you can regrease at 3 months, but the summer have to be 1 or 2 months, maximum 2 months. The result here, you can see that the no motor bearing failures in 2017. So it's almost like 3.5 years from now on. Thank you so much for you watching this video. Hopefully, we can learn some from this case of bearing failure, and in the future, you can use what you learn from this case to solve some of the bearing failures due to the grease internal. But also, this study also means that from this study we found dominant PM failures. This is due to the lack of lubrications. And during the studies, we have to do the calculation instead of brainstorm. And if you any more questions, you need any help from this, you can contact me. My contact information is on this slide here. Thank you again for your observations. Thanks.